Tracy McPeer has been in Midtown for the past several hours talking with workers at that Northside Medical facility. Tracy, I keep thinking about these are employees who have committed to taking care of people for a living, and then you have people who are there to be taken care of around lunchtime, never expecting anything like this could possibly happen in a waiting room.
That's right, and we've been here at 14th and Spring Street for the past 4 hours while police from all different jurisdictions search for the shooter. But if you look behind me right now, it's a much different scene right now. The streets are now completely clear of police vehicles that had lined the streets, completely blocking it off. 14th Street between Spring and West Peachtree is now wide open. Now, many police cars left in a rush earlier to search for the suspect elsewhere, but this scene just cleared completely in the last 3 minutes. Now, many of the people we talked to left for lunch and came back to an active shooter investigation going on. Others were locked down inside of their building. Now, we even talked to a surgeon, which, as you said, he went to work and he started operating on a patient on the 12th floor. That's one floor above where the shooting happened.
Heard something going on, but it wasn't really affecting us, so we just kind of proceeded like normal. And then we completed the operation, but by the time we came out, we heard that we couldn't leave the floor.
Dr. Timothy Simon says once they realized what happened, they sheltered in place, and he tells me it took hours for police to go floor by floor and room by room to clear them to leave.
I was actually in the room off to myself, and then I came up to the window, and next thing I know, they were like, put your hands up, and I was like, okay. and then I just kind of followed their directions. Yeah, they were trying to secure each floor, and so they secured the floor and tried to make sure that they accounted for anyone that was moving that they hadn't known, and then once they did that, then they escorted us out safely.
Now, when we talked to Simons, he was actually walking down the street trying to reach where his wife was coming to pick him up. He says that his car was still in the garage, so he couldn't get to it. Now, of course, throughout the day, we talked to tons of people who were out here on this corner waiting to get back into their buildings, waiting to try to get their car keys that were inside their offices, or waiting to even reach their cars. It was hours that they stood out here waiting to hear what was going on. Had they found the shooter? Was it safe to get back in? Of course, this was all completely blocked off. No cars were passing through here except for police vehicles for hours and hours. Of course, that just opened up, as I said, just a few minutes before we went live. So it's a much different scene here as police are, of course, searching for the suspect and for the shooter elsewhere. This street is now completely cleared of people who were waiting around. Hopefully they all got home safe. Back to you.
Tracy, just stops you in your tracks to hear the perspective from the surgeon and all that's unfolding in that medical center as he is performing surgery.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.